Two kinds of resilience. We have psychological resilience. So we will define it as refer to individual ability to adapt to stress, adversity, trauma, and tragedy. It is crucial for mental health and emotional well-being. Okay. The other one is our ate. I-ano ko siya? Record.
Recording in progress.
So the other definition of resilience, to navigate workplace challenge, and setback effectively. It fosters adaptability and promotes career longevity in fast-paced environment. So this means how individual thrive in demanding work environment. So it means another, how can you work under pressure? Okay. So what challenges professional faces in everyday's life? For example, in our clinic, what challenges or stress, in short?
Patient.
So I will define it only for 4 categories. Okay, we have work uncertainty, burnout, imposter syndrome, and conflict priorities. Okay, so when we say work uncertainties, for example, is market shift, or what do you call this? Restructuring or changes in the company. The other one, for basic in our clinic, change in schedule. So change in schedule, like that, or change in doctor duty or assignment. So sometimes protocols. Yeah. So if not, what do you call this? This one can cause feeling of instability and doubt sometimes if not managed. Okay. So another thing, it's burnout. So in burnout, for example, managing multiple projects, like that, high expectation from work, or even long time in duty, for example. So if this not addressed, it can lead to exhaustion and disengagement in work. So the other one is imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome means like you have doubt in yourself. Okay. So this means, for example, at work, sometimes you have doubt on what you are doing. Okay. So sometimes when we go to other doctor, we have doubt if we can do it, or we can have our duty in that doctor. Okay. So for example, this one can lead to lack of confidence and self-worth for if you not address it. So another is conflict in priorities. So conflict in priorities, this means that balancing professional aspiration with personal life demand. For example, for some of us na may family. So sometimes between professional life and family issues, it can affect also our, it can cause also challenges or resilience in our activity. Okay, in our work. So after discussing the some cause or problem or other challenges, sometimes we question ourselves. So how we respond to challenges and stress. So sometimes you ask also how you bounce back after the setback, and how can you remain steadfast during times of stress and continue to thrive under pressure without affecting the workplace. So that's the question we always ask after encountering challenges in workplace. Okay, so what strategy we need to develop? So one of them, we need to have positive mindset. Okay, this is very essential in cultivating resilience. okay, in work environment. It's important to focus on positive aspect of situation and look opportunity for growth and learning. So usually, this can help us instead of thinking of the negative effect to us, just look this as a positive aspect, or it could be it should not be the failure, okay, it should be the positive aspect of the situation, okay. So why this matters? So developing positive mindset can help to build resilience and promote mental health and well-being, okay. So challenges usually what we encounter, for example, if we will not impose positive mindset, so usually you do negative self-talk to yourself, okay. Sometimes you feel you blame yourself for those failures and wrongdoing, okay. So sometimes professionals have fear of failure, so sometimes those professionals are afraid of failure because sometimes they think they damage their reputation and credibility, okay. So what to do? So recommendation, when to have positive mindset, you should have reframe setback. What it means, what you learn from this. For example, if you have problem like daily in the clinic, what to do? For example, duty. So daily duty, you usually check your schedule, okay. So if daily you have problem with schedule. For example, Tagalog ko muna sa akin. so, for example, daily schedules. So, nag-check tayo ng daily natin na schedule for the doctor. If you see na mahihirapan ka, ask for help already. For example, you see na marami kang procedure, ask for help agad. Hindi yung lagi mo na lang na-encounter pero hindi mo pa rin ginagawa ng paraan. So, okay. So, the other one, embrace mistake. So, from this example, sa mistake na to, nade-delay kasi yung natin, yung clinic. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng problem with the doctors and some of the patient na nagko-complain na din. So, from this, you will learn the mistake. Okay? Then, after managing all those, okay, for example, yung na-manage mo na kung paano mo gawin yung sa schedule mo sa clinic. So, you can celebrate small win. For example, ayan, pwede ka ng treat yourself. Okay. So, coffee. So, shopping. Yan. So, usually, yan. So, when you have positive mindset, so application in life, when you experience setback, rather than allowing negative thoughts to spiral, practice habit of refraining. Okay? This, the next time something goes wrong, immediately think about one lesson you can take from the experience, from your previous experience. So the next one you need to what do you call this? To learn or develop is emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize and manage one's own emotion as well as emotion of others. So developing emotional intelligence can help individuals regulate their emotion and cope with challenges more effective. Okay? Then it can involve developing self-awareness, empathy, and communication skills. So if you have high intelligence, emotional intelligence, it can enable you to remain calm and compound under pressure. So another thing is the key to maintain focus and productivity when challenges arise. Okay. So dito kasi sa emotional intelligence, usually from my experience sa other clinic, stress na siya sa duty niya, hindi pa rin siya nagsasabi kung kailangan niya ng help. Magsasabi lang siya sa akin na, for example, 2 patient lang yun ha. Magsasabi siya sa akin ng, ang dami kong procedure, yung pasyente naghihintay sa labas, which is available pa yung isang room. So, emotional intelligence is how you can manage your emotion during situation. Okay? So, manageable pa naman siya, pero stressin ka niya. Which is, the doctor is having, what you call this, long patient with her. So, challenges of, if not, what you call this, if not manage the emotional intelligence, it can, what you call this, it can stress and trigger emotion reaction. So, yun nga, magagalit ka na kasi hindi mo na siya ma-manage, and even it can affect your workplace. Okay. So, another thing is difficulty communicating your needs. So, yun nga, dahil hindi mo siya, na-overwhelm ka na, nagalit ka na, instead na sabihin mo, can you help me? Yan, hindi na niya masabi kasi sasabihin niya, ang dami-dami kong ginagawa, pinaprepare ko na yung ganito, ganyan. So, which is not good for our work environment. So recommendation, so practice self-awareness. So, since aware ka na hindi mo kaya yung ganong stress, so,
resign ka.
so since hindi mo na kaya, ayan, so, ask for help na rin. So, assess how you find and why, okay? So, since you're encountering this every day, you're making journal of it, okay? So, or kahit hindi journal, since na-experience mo na, alam mo na yung gagawin mo next time, okay? So, another thing is develop empathy. So, since na-acknowledge mo na yung emotional intelligence mo, so, you acknowledge yung validation ng emotion na, acknowledging and validation their emotion factor, connecting and collaboration. So, since ano mo na yung emotional regulation mo with the work or the setup, na ma-manage mo na siya effectively. So, application, practice emotional regulation by pausing for a moment before responding. Isa rin yun. So, once you have emotional intelligence, before you respond to everything, kailangan pag-isipan mo muna. Think about it many times. Because some of us, if not, hindi nila na-develop yung emotional intelligence nila. They trigger fast. They get angry very fast.
Familiar?
So, yeah. Another thing that we need to develop is self-care. So, self-care is important aspect of resilience. Taking care of oneself can help to promote physical and mental health, reduce stress level, and promote overall well-being. So, self-care. So, less discussion with Ms. Madel.
What was the condition of self-care?
Code of
Number
ethics.
Provision 5.
Provision 5.
Balance. Life balance.
So usually, if you're not, the challenges usually that we encounter is we have, we not practice our self-care. We have overwork. So if nag-overwork tayo,
Work-life
we sacrifice personal time. So usually wala ka ng me time. Sometimes, for some patient, if tawag ito, for some person pala, yung practice self-care nila is like a guilt. So why guilt? Iniisip nila, or they are thinking that they can impact other person, which is the management can handle it. Yeah. So if you want to have a break, take a break. So, recommendation. So, recommendation, set boundaries. So, for example, set boundaries. In the clinic, sometimes meron tayong long hours. Hindi natin may iwasan. We cannot, hindi natin may iwasan na mag-extend sa duty. So sometimes, for the next day, hindi naman, not every day you are OT, right? So the next day, if you have planned for today and suddenly you get OT, the next day you do your thing. So prioritize self-care also. So some of us may time pa. There's a time for exercise. So sometimes, if not exercise and meditation, sometimes yung recommendation for self-care is shopping.
Yes.
Shopping, others shopping.
Dawur.
So if not sometimes, if you cannot do it, just ask help also. We can delegate things. So application, start by blocking out time for self-care during the week. So we have Fridays. So we have Friday out. Whether it's an hour of exercise, a hobby, or simply a quiet evening at home. Quiet evening at home every Friday. This activity will replenish your energy and enhance your resilience in long run. So another thing is, we need to develop So another thing we need to develop
Recording in progress.
So another thing we need to develop is seek help when needed. Seeking help when needed is important aspect of resilience. Facing challenges, it's important to know when to ask help from colleague, mentor, or even mental health professional. So seeking help when needed can help individual manage stress and overcome challenges. So sa clinic setup, so if hindi talaga kaya, toxic ang clinic, ask for help. Yan. For example, kasi most of the time, hindi siya, yung help naman kasi na ninimit ng iba is stress. Para lang mapagalitan ng mga head, yan. Sorry. Kasi, for example I'm not mentioning, for example, stress, another, for my clinic. So, instead of asking help, or instead na, even you give help, she will tell something about the one who helped her. So, seeking help is not bad, okay? So,
Be thankful.
yeah, be thankful when
Someone
helps.
True.
Correct.
Don't understand.
So, challenges mostly we encounter when we don't seek help. So, isolation. So, this, for example, they may feel that they need to handle challenges alone. So, even the other thing is lack of mentorship. Many professionals struggle to find mentor when they can guide them throughout complex of workplace. So, sometimes hindi sila makahanap ng body nila na mag-help sa kanila. So, recommendation, find a mentor or a coach. Or, yeah, if sa mga under training, so most of the time, ask help for the mentor or who's the one training them, for example. Then the other thing is the create peer support. So meron tayo dyan, buddy. when you need something, for example, you need someone to cover you na mag-help during difficult time. So another thing is lean and trusted colleagues. So, trusted colleagues, if you have problem or challenges, usually, you always talk to someone you can trust. So, you can open up also for them. So application, consider reaching out to someone in your network who can admire for their resilience. Ask them about a time when they overcome significant challenges. Yun, advice from them. So how they can manage the resilience or challenges in their life. So same with building strong relationship. Strong relationship are important factor in building resilience. It's important to have support system in place to provide emotional and practical support. So discussing this topic at the end, when you manage it, usually you develop personal development, emotional intelligence, and stress management skill. So at the end, creating resilience is essential for thriving challenging work environment. By developing a positive mindset, managing stress, building strong relationships, developing emotional intelligence, practice self-care, and seeking help when needed. Individual can resilient and overcome challenges. So that's the end of my report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions?